The plan for this video is to create a background into a PowerPoint from a PDF, and that way students will be able to write on that. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to Microsoft Office, and I'm going to go into a PowerPoint and create a new presentation. Once I'm here, I don't want or need all of this. So I'm going to put in a new slide, and I'm actually going to add another one too, because I know this presentation is going to use up 2 slides. I'm going to click on this, the first one, and delete it, only because I was lazy and I didn't want to get rid of all the stuff. This to me is easier. Now think about what you're doing, right? You're trying to design something. So I'm going to go over here and click on Design. And the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the size that I want my slide to be. So I'm going to custom that. And I'm going to change this to 10, although you would probably think that it should be an 8.5 by 11. I don't know why that's not working, but it hasn't been. So I'm going to leave it at 10 by 11. Still click Portrait. Click OK, and then I want to ensure the fit. So now I'm right here, and I suddenly realize, oh my goodness, I have not saved my file in a manner that I need to. So I'm going to leave this alone for a minute, and I'm going to go and find that file. So I will look here, and there it is. This is a person puzzle. It's on 2-step equations. And what I want to do is I want to fit this to my screen, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I'm going to shrink this down, and it fits to my screen, and then I'm going to take my snip tool, and I am actually going to snip this paper that I want to attach as my background. I don't think I did a great job there, but you'll get the idea. And now I'm going to have File, Save As, and I can save it into my Lynn Public Schools OneDrive, or I can save it into my documents, and I'm going to save it into my documents. And I'm also going to put what it is. So this is a Jane Goodall, and it's 2-step equations. And I'm also going to put right in front of this that it's algebra, because otherwise I'm going to forget what I was doing. And I'm going to hit Save. Now, if you notice, there's another picture here. So what I want to do here is the same thing. I'm going to clip it, get rid of that one. I'll have a new snip. I love this snipping tool. And I'm going to do this. And hopefully those size right. And if they don't, it doesn't matter, because I can always go back and redo them. And this is going to be, I'm going to start with algebra this time. And it's also Jane Goodall, but what I'm going to do in here is just put worksheet, just so I don't confuse the two. And those should be there. And keep your fingers crossed, because sometimes I remember where things are and sometimes I don't. So we're going to go back here now to our PowerPoint presentation. And remember, we were in design. We already sized our slide, and now we're going into the background. So we'll go into background, picture from file, choose file, and hopefully it's here. And we'll go into Jane Goodall, and we're going to click that. We're going to say open, and we're going to say insert. And as you can see, this is here now. So this is my background. How exciting is that? So we'll keep that there. And now I'm just going to, and that saves automatically. Now I'm going to go down to my second slide. My slide is already sized. So remember, I'm just in design. I'm going to go to my background, pull a picture from a file, choose that. Remember, this time I want the worksheet. Open it, insert, and there you have it. Now, what I also like to do, two things now. I want to hit File, and I want to rename this. And the reason I want to rename this is because right now it says Presentation 13. Well, how on earth am I going to remember what Presentation 13 is? So what I'm going to do right here is write Algebra, Jane Goodall, and I'm going to say two-step equations, and just click off of that, and now that is my new name, as you can see up here. So new name, saved. The next thing I'm going to do is save a copy. So if I save a copy, it automatically, even when I click this, and I have no idea why I have to do this, but it automatically is going to OneDrive. I don't have to do a darn thing here. I can click that and I'm out of it. Now I want to show you how to attach this in Schoology. So I go to my Schoology class, or classes, and I don't need to be in that. So I'll just go over here and get a new tab and go to Schoology. And once I'm in here, I'm going to go to, let's go to Algebra 1. And this is going into actually my subfolder. So I'm going to open that up, and it is a day 3 activity. As you see, day 3 doesn't have anything there yet. So I'm going to add materials. I'm going to add an assignment. I'm going to go to, let's do two-step. Well, let's just do Jane. And this is up to you. Two-step equations. Okay, so you have that. I'm going to OneDrive, and keep your fingers crossed because I hope it's in there. I think I put algebra, right? Did I? Yep, Jane Goodall. It's right here. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to attach. Don't forget to put a date. What I'm doing here, because it's my subfolder, I'm actually going to put November 19th, and I'm putting that because I believe that's the last day of the quarter. And I just put that because if I haven't used it by then, I'll just add the end date of the next quarter. This is going to be classwork to help out my sub, and I'm just going to hit create. Now, as you notice, it's down here, so I'm going to pull this up because, again, I want to put it in my subfolder. I'm going to pull it up. I'll put it in day 3. Leave it there. Now, this is active. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my course, view course as. I'm going to pick a student, go down here to subfolder, pick day 3. I want to just see what this looks like from a student view. They'll be able to, and it says private access only. The reason it says that is because I cannot get into the student information. So let me go back and show you what this looks like. Anyways, once the student accesses this, you'll be able to see in progress, and this will say he didn't open this assignment yet. And then when he submits, it'll come up here, which it makes it very easy to correct and to see. Let's go back into courses, and I'll try to see if I can show you this from my point of view, because I'd really like you to see what happens with it. If not, I'm going to have to edit this and throw it out. So it comes into this, and as you can see, it shows up here, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's way too small, right? Well, first of all, I'm going to click on the second one, but if you see down here, there's a percentage. So I'm going to make my screen 200%, and the kids can do this too. Kind of blurry, but, oops, sorry. If you go over or manipulate your screen, you'll see this. So now students can, if you go to draw, they're able to draw right on this. So I'm able to say +6 to both sides of my equation. And you don't have to make it this big, so it doesn't probably have to be that blurry. And you get 5x then will equal 20. This way the student is showing you their work. Divide by 5, and we have x equals 4. So when they submit this, you're going to see their work. I hope this is helpful.